This idea that we can somehow create one massive, all-encompassing curriculum that's going to be perfect for that student and every student is really a silly idea.
Common Core, an initiative that officials say within its core was designed to create consistent steps in education, no matter where students attend high school.
We wanted to make sure that students were continuing to be able to do the computations, but that they also had the opportunity to go a little bit deeper with the number sense and figuring out how mathematics really operates.
It really emphasizes diving deeper into the learning versus skimming the surface of multiple topics. It kind of takes everything and puts it together, emphasizing the process versus the answer.
But as time goes on, a growing cloud of dissatisfaction is turned into a raging storm. Bills that would halt the adoption of Common Core curriculum standards in Michigan schools have drawn positive responses from large groups. For various reasons, some schools have abandoned the curriculum altogether.
Common Core has as its major goal college and career readiness, but we in the Catholic system really start with a different beginning in mind, and that is really the relationship with Christ.
So where does this opposition stem from? A lot of the antagonism surrounding Common Core goes back to how it was implemented after its inception in 2010. Common Core was not a mandate. It was developed by the Council Chief State School Officers and later adopted by the governors. But early in its inception, it was linked to federal funding.
If you wanted to be able to apply for or be eligible for Race to the Top funds, there were many hoops you had to jump through, and this was one of them.
Another argument many have made is that local schools should decide what's best for their students instead of the state.
There's a lot of aspects that really remove our local ability to adapt our curriculums to the local needs. And that's always been my hang-up, especially when you bring in the one-size-fits-all standardized tests.
Another argument includes the idea of trading efficiency for learning to solve a problem in multiple ways.
It's about that number sense. It's about that love of mathematics. It's about that ability to problem solve. Even with my own children, I see a huge difference in how they bring home math problems and how they work through their homework than how I remember working through my homework. And they're throwing out the different ideas to me, like, well, I think I could solve it by drawing this picture. Or I also learned that I could bump this value up and then work backward from there.
It has been noticeable as a teacher to see students who haven't been successful in the past to start to say, I kind of like this. This makes more sense. I understand why we're doing it.
While there are a lot of people who feel this way, a large number of people remain in opposition.
So in this change, ask questions, watch, seek to understand, and then if you still have some difficulty with it, let's talk about what we can develop as an alternative from there.
To learn more about the Common Core standards yourself, visit abc10up.com. Caleb Scanlon, ABC 10, and the CW5, Marquette.